I've got a door here that's almost ready to rub on the door jamb, and I don't want it to do that because I don't want any paint to rub off. Lots of times you may not catch this until your door is starting to rub. Now you've got a rub mark up here, and you've got a rub mark on the door jamb that you're going to have to fix, and maybe you don't have any touch-up paint. When they get this close, you know it's time to fix the sagging door. And I know there's enough clearance here to suck this hinge over. Now there's 4 or 5 different ways to fix a sagging door, but this is just one that I'm going to show you. I've got enough room to suck the hinge over, and at the bottom I see there's a big huge gap here all the way down, and that's going to lessen to a certain extent once I move this over. And I know I have enough clearance up at the top, so when I do that, it's not going to hit the top. In fact, it looks like it's almost straight, but it is kind of sagging down this way. So when I push that over, that line's going to get nice and a little bit straighter. And then when I get all done, I think I'm still going to have a gap there. And so I can take this hinge off and put some screws back in there for backing, like for shim, screw them in and out a little bit close to the outside edge of the stop of the door jamb, let's say, and then re-screw the hinge back in there, and that's going to tilt that hinge and get that less. But I'm not going to do that on this video, because eventually I'm going to once I fix this, I'm going to be painting all the doors and frames in this condo, and the walls and the ceilings and the baseboard and all that kind of stuff. I'm just getting ready to do that. But before that, obviously, I'm checking all the doors in here, and then I've got little holes in different spots. See, here's some little holes, and see, there was something down there. Tells me there was probably a dog in here or something, and they might have had a little gate here, because there's the same marks up there. And then I'll go around and you know, take out the picture hangers and see if I see any other little holes in different areas. So I'm not ready to paint just yet, okay? And you see, the last person who painted here, look at that. They didn't even paint all the way over. It was like they left it because they didn't want to take these vertical blinds down. And there's a mark all the way up there, and you can see it. See along there? So I'm going to have to take all those down and all that. Enough of that, though. First things first, you know, don't look at your whole project and get inundated and get your head swirling and think, man, how am I going to do this? I'm only here by myself. This is going to take me forever. Hey, just look at one project at a time. And the only thing I'm concerned about right now, and I'm working on and I'm concentrating on, is this one door. Once I get done with this door, I'll go on to the next one and check that. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's how you do your projects. Split them all up into mini projects. Mini, M-I-N-I, and that's it, okay? This door was also warped. I'm not showing you on this video how to fix this. It'll be on another previous one, or you can go to my playlist under doors and you'll find it there. I had to readjust the door stop, take it off and move it. See how far I had to move it that way? That's because the last person this door was warped, and they readjusted the door stop when they installed this door. Okay, this is about where the door stop's supposed to be, and I'll work on that. I'll work on that more after I get the doors painted, and I'll have to adjust the strike so that I can push that in, and that way it'll push the bottom in now. I can do that because the stop is there. This stop was pushed in about 5/16 too far. I looked at it when I first got here, and I'm closing and opening doors, and I like to make sure everything looks nice. You know what I mean? This one was dive bombed way in. I'm like, what's the deal? And then it was sticking out at the bottom. So if you want to watch that, yeah, I've got videos of that too, but not on here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, I only have to work on this one hinge right here. Okay, follow me along. If you've never seen this before, I'll show you how to fix the sagging door. And I've got more videos of how to fix other doors on my channel and all that. Okay, that's coming up. Hey, you've seen me. I'm working on some doors and they're white. And each time, when I get done with working with one door, I'm going to wash my hands. Because you'd be surprised. Using screws, using finish nails, using your drill and drill bits and stuff, you'd be surprised how dirty your fingers will get working on these white doors. And I don't want to put any more grubby marks than I have to on there. Now granted, these are going to be painted, but your doors might not be painted. So keep your hands as clean as you can on each door before you start working on the next door, okay? Just a little tip from Joe. What is our project today? I just fixed this door. This is not part of the project. This door used to be sagging. It's not sagging anymore, is it? And it used to be pushed in real far at the top. And it used to stick way out at the bottom, way far out. And I ended up having to adjust the door stop and do some other stuff and fix the hinge up there. And that's not part of the project, but I've got that on my YouTube channel. Go to my playlist on the main channel page, find the main channel page, go down to playlist, and then scroll down to doors. I got so many different videos on doors, it's unbelievable. But you'll find how to fix a sagging door, how to adjust an existing door jamb or something like that. And I'm going to start working on this door. I'm not really going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you a preview of it and what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to paint all these doors and door frames, the walls, the ceilings, the whole thing inside this condo. Obviously, I couldn't do anything on this before painting until I fix that, right? Okay, I'm going to caulk it all and caulk the nail holes, recalk all this and the top and all that kind of stuff, obviously, and before getting ready to paint. But I didn't want to paint everything first and then find out, oh, look at this, this door is sagging, it's rubbing already. Why did the painters paint this? How come they didn't tell me? Well, I'm the painter on this job and I know better, okay? So I got this door closed. And see, first off, it's not even latching. That's because the door face is not flush with the door jamb. It's sticking out. And at the bottom it's flush and it's fine. That's sticking out there. Look at the top. My word. Look at that. You can see it needs to be pushed in about, oh, I don't know, at least a 1/4 inch. And I can fix that. Now, whoever installed this door, they probably replaced it and the door was warped and they probably didn't know how to fix it and they readjusted the stop. See this stop? This stop is supposed to be 1 3/8. That's the thickness of the door. It should be at least 1 3/8 or a long 1 3/8. If I look at that, it's about 1 1/8. You see what I mean? This has to be pushed over. And I don't know why they were to do something like that if the door's warped. There's certain things I'm going to look at with the door being warped and that I'm going to make look better, okay? So I'm also going to look at this door and see if it's sagging. It's not sagging, is it? See the gap between the door and the door jamb, let's say. I got about 3/16. This looks fine over here. I look down here in the bottom. I got too much of a gap, so I know later on I can mess with this by adjusting the hinges, because I'm going to install some new hinges. I can adjust the hinges by putting screws in there on the back side, use them as shims. I used to use cardboard or little pieces of wood or metal and put in there, and I thought, hey, why not just use some screws? That's what I've been doing lately, and it works out perfect. So I can get this gap closer. I don't have to mess with it now, do I? Before I paint, but I do have to mess with that because there's no way when I get done painting, I don't want this to be sticking out like that. There's no way, no how that I'm going to allow that on my project. You shouldn't either. Now, most of the time, doors aren't like this, okay? But I know I can flex this door better than where it is now, and it's going to require me scoring this door stop, because this little piece of trim is separate, okay? Scoring the door stop on here and being very careful not to snap this off or break it. Loosen this one up so I can swivel it, because see, on this side I've got plenty of room. I got 1 3/8 here. It just dive bombs to 1 1/8 over here. So once I loosen it all up and clean off the residue excess caulking and stuff so I don't have a bulge or something, then I can push this over. I'll push that over probably, I don't know, quarter inch, or maybe a little bit more, and I can just tack it and stuff. And I'll show you that, but that's, you know, do I need to show you how to score next to the door stop? I shouldn't have to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that on this video. Maybe on another door. I've got some other doors in this condo that need to be fixed as well, and I might show it to you later, but this is a quick and dirty. So I know I've got to readjust the stop. You see down here at the bottom it was flush, remember? This is 1 3/8, just like it should be, and up there it's pushed way over. I can tell. And all you got to do is measure it and look at it and know that, hey, what's the deal? How come the door's sticking out? Why didn't they fix that? And I'm going to look at that and do the best I can. So obviously I have to do that before I paint, don't I? And I can do that. It's not going to take me that long to get it fixed and get it recalked and get it ready to be painted. Stick around and I'll show you the middle of this project and the end of this project, so you get the idea that, hey, Joe's just an average guy. He's not anything special. If he can do it, I can too. And that's what this video, that's what my channel is all about, by the way. Most of all this stuff I do, you know, I tell people, I say, I'm not going to post and show any video I think you can't do. Okay? So what does that tell you? That tells you anything I do on my channel, I happen to think you can do too. Remember that.